Hello, I'm Cleopatra Wallace, and this video is going to be about the finances over springtime for the collective. Alright, so I'm going to begin with doing a Celtic Cross. Since this is for me, you, and everybody, we want to get as many cards on the ground as possible. So we're going to begin with a good old-fashioned Celtic Cross. Alright. Holy spirits, angels, and ancestors, we would like the energy of the collective, during springtime. And that's March, April, and May. Give us the energy of the collective finances for springtime, March, April, and May. Alright, so we're beginning with the Two of Coins. Move it into the Knight of Swords. Alright, and you're crowned by the Ten of Coins. So this is really, actually, we're talking about money. This is on the money. Alright. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. Alright, so let's start clarifying this. In the very beginning, we have the Two of Coins, which is, you know, notoriously the juggling card. But with this, I'm getting two strings of revenue, like two sources of income. And I would say they almost look equal. Like this hand looks a little fuller in the sleeve. This jacket over there, the sleeve is slightly not as full. So good, you have two streams of income, and they're both really healthy strands. Alright, now crowning that, we have the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is all about movement, but he's also a spy. You know, scam alert. There may be a scammer around here. Because the Knight of Swords spies. And he has 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot on the pedal. Alright. And underneath, for the stability, we have the Queen of Coins, which is good. The Queen of Coins knows what her bills are, how to pay them, and it's kind of independent. Now that could be male or female energy, but the Queen of Coins is kind of the one who takes stock of what's in the kitchen and what's not in the kitchen. So good, you're good at managing. And right above crowning, we have the Ten of Coins, which is a younger person with an older person working some sort of a shop or a stand. And this is some pretty good stock right here. I feel like if some of you own a store, you have like some new, fresh stock. Like a good variety of products on your shelves if you have a small business. Alright, now in the future card pertaining, we have the Knight of Wands, who again is about movement, but he's about creative movement. He's like the network person. Yeah. Like he knows if, say you're having like a gardener business or something like that, or you work as a florist, and you don't know all the people, where he will be one of those people to be like, well, I know where to get fertilizer from, or where to get pots from. You know, very useful person to have around. So whether he's around you or you are him, solution orientated. Alright, now in the strength and the weakness position, we have a star, which is the sign of Aquarius, but also it's the rising hope. Like, and this is giving me first day on a new job feeling. So again, some of you may have getting a new job this spring. And now we have our first pairing. This is the King of Coins that goes along with our Queen. So this is in the people around you area. And the people around you, how they perceive you, and not only how they perceive you, but a little bit how they're perceived. So we have a nice duality of male, female energy that's orientated towards finances. But we're going to clarify all these. We're just reading them starting out. Alright, so then in the lesson learned spot, that's what I call this position, right before the climax, is the lesson learned, is the Five of Wands, which is a challenge. You know, someone's always fighting or scrapping, or even may have even been a challenge to open your business, or a challenge to find all the tools to do your job. That's what I'm getting from this card. Like, the lesson learned is possibly keep up with all your tools and all your equipment, because work can be easy if you have all the right tools to do it, but the minute you're missing like the main tool, it becomes a challenge. So around this card, I'm getting the energy of, you know now what you need when you go to work, or how you need to be when you get there. Now, at the very last card, we have the Seven of Swords. Now, this is the flighty energy. I'm getting a little bit of Melissa Caddick from this card. But, yeah, again, he's also a little bit of a scammer. The Seven of Swords could actually be working with this Knight of Swords. So, again, at the very end, I'm getting that scammer vibe that's present now, but it doesn't get into fruition until the end. So we're going to clarify, because I really would prefer if this scammer did not profit from scamming. So we're going to start with him. Alright. Holy Spirits, angels, and ancestors, can you please give us more information on this scammer person with the Seven of Swords? Why is he at the end of the collective's finance reading? Does he score big by stealing from the collective, or is the collective one of the ones doing the stealing? Oh, let's try to fall. Disagreements is what was coming out. Now, as we know, cards with no triangles at the top are negative. This disagreement with this Seven of Swords card, when I put them together, it reads like you had like a partner maybe, or a business, or possibly even a roommate. But this also, I'm getting the feeling of two friends trying to go in business, and a disagreement happens, and one of the people either sneak out with the product or the merchandise, or they take back their half of it. And it doesn't stop there. They not only take back their half of it, but they go and start a business with someone else. So that's something to be on the lookout for. If you have a business partner, try to make sure any disagreements you have are ironed out, and also get everything in writing. Alright, now let's move along to the star down here and see if we can't get some answers about this new job. Holy Spirits and angels, why does the collective have the star for March, April, and May? Why does the collective have the star for March, April, and May? Are they getting a new job? Let's see what came out. Alright. So we had the Two of Pentacles again. So this Two of Pentacles doubled down. It came out, the very first card was the Two of Pentacles, and now here we are again. So if it's juggling going on with this job, it's kind of getting like a second job, or maybe another ways of making money. But with that Two of Coins came out the Ten of Swords. Now, when these two cards go together, because you know the star is one of the brightest cards, you know, it's rising hope, and the Ten of Swords is rock bottom. But when you put them together, it reads, you get this new job and opportunity because someone else reached rock bottom. So it feels like someone's going to get fired and you're going to be their replacement. So be careful about that too. Because when businesses have that high turnover rate, sometimes the employees don't get treated the way they should be. So always be mindful of that too. Like, why did the other person get fired? But also do your job too, because it's your job now. Okay? Alright. So let's move along to the Knight of Swords and see if we can figure out who is spying on us. Holy Spirits and Angels, why is the Knight of Swords here for the collective's finances? They be trying to come out before I even finish the question. Holy Spirits and Angels, why is the Knight of Swords here for the collective's finances in March, April, and May? Are they being spied on? Is this the time to change all the PIN numbers? Who is spying on the collective's finances? Alright. So, carelessness. And this is what we don't need right now while you have a spy. So the carelessness would denote an unlocked phone, a left out debit card. So the spy is somebody that you're real comfortable around. So comfortable, in fact, that they're allowed to use your electronics and maybe even have access to your house. Because you don't know what they're doing. So tighten up. Alright. So, what I would like to see now is, let's go for the Knight of Wands right here. Because he is on the move with a creative new idea. So let's see who's getting their idea up off the ground. And for that, we're going to use the movie tarot. Alright, Holy Spirits and Angels, why is the Knight of Wands here for the collective's finances? Why is the Knight of Wands here for the collective's finances in March, April, and May? Who has a new idea? Alright. So, we got the King of Swords again. Somebody is really, this is pissing me off too. Because I hate when people be in other people's business. Alright, so again, the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, a bunch of swords. Alright, so we had the King of Swords with the new idea, Knight, but also the Devil. The King of Swords, the Devil, and the Knight of Wands. When you read them all together, it goes a little something like, someone's transporting things on the highway that they shouldn't. I'm going to leave that right there. But you know, the government doesn't think kindly of people trafficking drugs. Think about it. Alright, so let's move along to the Ace of Cups right here. This was my favorite card of this whole pull, because I know this is a financial reading, but anytime you can have finances and love, it's a win-win. So let's see who has a new business partner that might also be a life partner. And for that, I'm going to use the Romance Angels. Alright, why is the Ace of Cups here for the collective's finances in March, April, and May? Is a new romance sparked up on the job? Is someone dating the boss? Why is the Ace of Cups here for the collective for March, April, and May? Alright. Ooh. And what came out is the very soon card, which says clearly decide what you want. So it comes to you now. So let's take a closer look. Alright, now I can see the gentleman definitely has some nice muscular arms. So we got some muscles. Yeah, he has brown hair. I would say somewhere between 5'11" and 6'1". And if you work in a brick building. Alright, so let's see. Let's look into the future and see what happens with this romance. Holy Spirits and Angels, what happens with this romance that the collective is involved in? What happens to this work romance? Holy Spirits and Angels, can you please tell us the result of the work romance? Oh, it flipped over in my hand. Neglect. Now, this is not neglect of the romance. This is you neglecting your job. It's a time and a place, people. Don't get fired. Because you're out here kissing people. on the job. Okay, it's time and a place. So clearly, you're going to be so caught up in this romance. See, the flower done just died. It ain't been watered in years. Alright, so let's get one oracle card for the collective. And then we're going to be out of here. Ooh. Quickly. Oh, and this is really, I like this card for springtime too. Look at all the pretty flowers and stuff. That's a beautiful springtime card. It says nature communication, flower energies, fairy energies, and elemental messages. For some of this card is these flowers look like purple satin or purple silk. And we have some vines in this corner. And to me it's saying be careful getting your finances entangled with other people or entwined, you know, all of that, having two names on the account and double cards. You got a card, I got a card. Be careful with that twining and weaving your finances to someone else. Yeah, that's all I get from this card is be careful with that, putting your finances together. Alright, so let's do one more. And this one is we're gonna use the Lenormand to check your outside influence. Now this is an outside of you in your household that will influence your finances. Holy Spirits and angels, can you please show us what will influence the collective finances of the outside kind? What outside influence will have an effect on the collective's finances? We're going to take the top two. Ooh, again, another heart. Okay, so you have the heart, which is the romance, and also the tree, which is your family. So it could be like your favorite family member can either come along and give you a little help, or may come along and ask for a little help. So be on the lookout for that. But all in all, I think we have a great springtime coming up as far as finances concerned. And I don't know who this is moving things up and down the highway, but I would advise you to stop. And again, my name is Cleopatra Wallace, and if you found this reading interesting, give it a thumbs up, or you can subscribe to my channel, because who knows what's going to happen next.